So, welcome back to the Raising Our Vibration podcast, where we explore higher consciousness through spiritual practice. Today, Stephen and I are going to talk about the inner secret to abundance, manifesting, and buying things. So, you might not normally think of buying things as related to higher consciousness or spiritual practice, but if you are seeing life in its integrity and its wholeness, everything is an expression of being. Everything's an expression of awareness. Every action we take is coming out of our being. And so having our buying decisions, as well as all the decisions we make in life, come from a sense of higher purpose or from our deeper awareness, is a part of our spiritual practice. So, what if the key to abundance, manifesting, and even making good buying decisions is recognizing and taking action on opportunities that are aligned with the highest good for you and for all concerned? So, this sense of the highest good gives you a greater purpose in what you're doing and aligns you with a deeper knowing that transcends egoic consciousness. And that's really what we're always talking about here on Raising Our Vibration, is to connect with that deeper awareness, that deeper being and presence, and have everything we do in life flow from and as that. So to do this requires that you are able to tune into your inner felt sense, that deeper connection to all that is, and discern the flow of life and align with it and flow with it. So interoception is your inner felt sense, your ability to tune into inner sensations. And mindfulness enables you to pay attention to possibilities and discern what is present with curiosity rather than grasping onto or pushing things away. So it's that combination of using interoception, your inner felt sense, to tune into your inner being and to tune into the whole field, and then using mindfulness to discern what is present and to make decisions based on that felt experience and that discernment. So today we're going to explore a 4-step process to do this. And so I'm going to briefly outline those steps, and then Stephen and I are both going to guide you in a simple practice. So here are the 4 steps we've outlined. So number 1 is using interoception and mindfulness to activate your inner felt sense and to attend to the whole field with curiosity. So it's not just tuning in, but it's the attitude with which we tune in that makes all the difference. So that's step 1. Step 2 is to call to mind an area of your life where you have a want or a desire. To ask yourself, what would it look like to experience that? So to form a sensory image of living in that experience, and then to step into it as if you were living in that experience right now. And then 3, as you do that, you may recognize resistance or inner blocks or limiting stories or subconscious beliefs around receiving what you want. And so see if you can notice how this resistance or these limiting beliefs are trying to protect you. They're trying to keep you safe, but instead they're hindering you from moving forward into new possibilities. So there's limiting beliefs, or the stories we tell around having what we want have kind of a dual function. They both kind of try to keep us safe in the comfortable and the known, but at the same time, they limit us from expanding into new possibilities. So step 3 is about tuning into any resistance we have. And then step 4 is about being able to let go and trust the flow of life. So trust that life knows what it's doing and knows what you need to move forward, you as a part of life, so that you're not separate from life, but you are life. So your life is the flow of the life force itself. And to sense the flow of inspiration and discern your next step. So manifesting, we often think of and only focus on the goal. And that's important to form an image and just to be inspired by an image, and then to tune into life and allow life to guide us, be an expression of life, be a part of the movement of life, and take action, any action, no matter how small, that's in the flow of life. So, and interoception helps us to sense that as well, to sense how life is flowing and to go with that, to go with what is, and to see that everything comes out of that flow of life. So that's our 4-step process that we're going to guide you through today. So let's go right into that practice. And first, we'll engage our inner felt sense. So let's all find a comfortable seat. Have your feet firmly on the ground, planted right here, right now. And then cup your hands in your lap with the tips of your thumbs touching lightly. So that's a nice open, receptive mudra or hand position that welcomes and embraces new possibilities. And then lightly close your eyes. So feel your feet firmly on the ground. Feel a soft openness in your hands. And soften and relax your hands even more. Relax your shoulders down. Feel as if there's a string attached to the top of your head, drawing your spine gently upright. And feel a sense of awakened clarity flowing up through the core of your body, up through your spine, all the way through the top of your head. So that sense of awakened clarity gives you a feeling of intentionality and alertness, empowerment. And put a subtle smile on your lips. This welcoming new possibilities. So feel this sense of grounded presence in your feet, this soft openness in your hands, the clarity of your upright spine, and the welcoming acceptance of a subtle smile. Feel your inner body present, open, awake and aware, welcoming new possibilities. And into your inner space, call to mind something you want or desire in any area of your life. Some new possibility or some expansion. Perhaps something you'd like to create or experience, or even something you'd like to acquire. It can be anything at all, something that makes your heart what that is, and form a sensory image of that. So, what does it look like to have or experience that? So, you might imagine where you are, who you're with, what you're doing. Notice the environment, any sounds, and then step into that scene as if you're living in that experience right now. And really feel it. So you're experiencing that right now. What would it be like to fully welcome that experience, and fully receive it? And if there's any way you'd like to make that experience even better, so it really makes you smile, you can make any adjustment to this experience that you'd like. And now ask yourself, are you ready, willing to accept that, to really welcome that? And just notice anything that arises. And Stephen will guide us into the next two parts of our practice.
So as you're resting there, open, clear, we're now going to work with resistance to abundance and where this arises in your body. I want you to call to mind an area of your life where you feel some lack, a lack of flow, where abundance is not flowing so easily. Maybe you want a job to be different than it is, or a flow of money to be different than things currently are. Or maybe there's even more energy behind this. Maybe you feel like you're hard done by, or you're not paid the amount you should be, or that you give a lot and don't receive a lot. Or maybe that things should be different. So you're calling to mind here any area of your life that's not flowing, or that perhaps has some disappointing result. An area of your life where you feel an inner resistance to the flow of abundance, or a blockage, or that you have a limiting story around. So just feel into your body. As you call this resistance or limiting feeling around abundance to mind, see if you can just be patient with yourself and be open. Allow yourself to turn towards this resistance to flow or abundance. See if rather than pushing it away or thinking that it defines you, just feel the resistance. We all have resistance at one time or another, and resistance to abundance is a big one. It's okay. Notice this simply. Just choose this relationship to abundance in your life here, and just be open to understanding it, understanding this block or story or resistance a little more deeply. So we're really bringing attention to this resistance to abundance, this resistance to flow, and we're going to consider it in terms of our limiting stories and subconscious beliefs. So feel into this in your body. Where does this lack or limiting story arise? Right? So it could be that you're not worth it, or you feel vulnerable about asking people for money or for help. And when you feel that, where does it arise? Does it clutch you in your heart? Do you feel a catch in your throat? Do you get a headache around sitting down and working with bills and money? So we're exploring this in a very natural and open way by bringing attention to where the resistance is in your body. Just be present. Just notice where it arises. Is this resistance located in a particular place in your body or your energy field? Just be present with that resistance and notice where it arises. There's a knowing awareness of this resistance to flow and abundance. So whatever thoughts or feelings or sensations arise, simply be aware of them. This awareness of how resistance to abundance presents itself is a deeply important step. Simply a knowing presence that you bring to any limiting beliefs, any stories, any resistance to this flow of abundance, and where it arises in your body. So we're bringing awareness to any thoughts, feelings, or perceptions that arise around this resistance to abundance. Just noticing what thoughts are associated with this obstruction to abundance or lack of it. Whatever's been causing you tension or frustration, just noticing what arises. And now we're going to release that. We're going to let go and trust the flow of abundance. A little like pouring abundance into your body. I want you to imagine that an infinite flow of abundance is now flowing into you, down through your crown, through the top of your head. It's like taking a flow of all the natural wonder and abundance in the universe and pouring it into you. Just notice how it arises for you if you tap into this natural open flow of abundance and trust it. Might feel like the current of an ocean sweeping you along, the flow of a wind or a beautiful breeze through the trees just flowing through your body, feeling this presence of abundance and natural flow and opening to that in whatever way that it's present. And within this vast ocean of flow and abundance, all those limiting beliefs, those obstructions, those stories we've been telling ourselves that we've often pushed away or clutched onto, we're now just simply present. We're allowing them to arise in that ocean of abundance, just allowing them to arise and pouring abundance into our body. It's like you're being filled up from head to toe with this beautiful flow of abundance, trusting it, trusting this presence that's filling every part of you, infusing this open flow of abundance, this natural flow. Just really feel into that connection you have with abundance and the way that abundance at any time in your life has arisen. Even a simple moment where you maybe received a gift that you never thought would come your way. And there it is, that moment. That's what this flow of abundance is like, simply being open. And it's flowing down through you. That gift, that gratitude, that opportunity to feel abundance is flowing into your head, into your throat, into your heart and arms and palms, right down your body, through your navel, sacral root centers, all the way down your legs to your feet. It's as if you're sitting, floating in an ocean of pure abundance, a flow. And you're simply allowing yourself to feel this gift of abundance. This flow of natural abundance. Allowing the power of this natural flow to be here now. You can feel this flow of natural abundance within you and all around you, flowing out in all directions into the space around you. You realize that you're never separate from this flow of natural abundance within you and all around you. It's all one permeating ocean of abundance. It's flowing through you, through your community, through every person, through all beings, through the entire planet. We see it all around us in nature. We see it all around us in this flow of natural abundance, like a vast ocean. And you're just simply resting in this limitless and boundless flow of abundance. And it feels so beautiful. So slowly open your eyes, remaining in this flow of abundance, trusting this flow of abundance, trusting that life knows exactly what it's doing and what you need right now to move forward. You're sensing this flow of abundance in every step. And you know this feeling. And now you know that whenever you feel this in your body, you can take an action, any action, no matter how small, to participate in this flow. Everything you feel is resting in this abundance, this natural flow, and you're simply resting in the freshness of that abundance right now. Every moment is fresh and new and abundant, saturated with the beauty of natural flow. Notice how everything happens within this infinite, indivisible, and unbound natural flow. Moment by moment, this unbound flow of pure, natural, knowing abundance. Thank you, truly, everyone, for your boundless abundance and for the deep trust that we all place in this flow. It's a give and thank you always for such pristine guidance. And it's always beautiful.
Thank you, Stephen, for that beautiful guidance. And I always find it really helpful to emphasize that last point you made about just tuning in and just sensing just what's one tiny little action that I could take right now, not in the future, not when circumstances are right, but what's one thing I could do right now to participate in that which I want to experience. So there's always something that can be done, even if it's just journaling or writing down some inspirations, or there's some small action that we can take, making a phone call or doing some research or just engaging in the activity that we want to be more present in our life. So if you can take away these 4 steps, this idea of tuning in to your inner world, to the field, and then allowing a natural desire to arise from the field, and really go into that and experience that and feel it fully, and then notice any tension around it, notice any resistance, just allow that to be there, just the way Stephen guided, and then to let go and allow the flow of life to inspire us with an action, and to trust that. And I don't know how many times in my life I've taken some small action, had no idea exactly where it was going to lead, but I'm like, I don't know, I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to make that call. I'm just going to go to that bookstore. I'm just going to contact that person. I'm just going to read something that catches my eye. And that opens up in ways that we could never possibly imagine. So thank you again, Stephen. Thank you all for participating with us. And if you're interested in going deeper into interoception and mindfulness, tuning into the field, really feeling the flow of subtle energy, Stephen and I have our subtle energy meditation course that's open for registration now. That's going to be beginning very soon. You can find out more about that on our webpage, raisingourvibration.net. You can also find out about our ROV meditation app and Raising Our Vibration book and other resources that we have for you there. And we'd love to hear from you there. You can email us through the site as well. So again, thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you again, same place and same channel. And peace and blessings in all that you desire. Bye for now.